Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Obviously it's been a bit. The last video you saw was a pre-recording, and so there hasn't been a new one in a good while. And then I came on one time to do like a video game with John. I think it was Mario Kart, and it wasn't a very long one. It was pretty quick. And then after that, you guys saw me doing pre-recorded, well, not really pre-recorded, but like, yeah, I guess it was Animal Crossing, and then just some game stuff really. But I've been going through a lot. Like, we've all been going through a lot, mentally, emotionally, me physically. So it's just been really hard. And today I woke up. I've been sleeping a lot lately, and really emotional and angry, and today, and I've been trying to stay busy, like really busy, and so between sleeping and staying busy, my mind's staying, busy. But today is, September 10th, and that is my first ever chemo. So last year, September 10th, 2024, was my first ever chemo for triple negative breast cancer, invasive ductal carcinoma. And I didn't realize that it was gonna hit me, because when I woke up today, I was up till 6 in the morning. So when I woke up, it was 1 p.m. and I was talking to John, and my kids were sitting, and they're like next to him, and they were doing their schoolwork, and I was talking to them about something. I don't remember exactly what it was. And I said to him, like, I can't believe it's already been this long. And then I realized what date it was. And then I got all emotional, and how I felt when I woke up made sense. Like, I was nauseous, I was scared, I was anxious, and I couldn't figure out why. Like, almost if you wake up from a nightmare. And then once I realized that, then I kind of started deep diving through my photos and, going down memory lane like we all do. And, a year ago today, I was an emotional mess, and I was really, really scared. And it was the second big time I got to see my oncologist, and I had my first chemo, and that wasn't fun. Definitely don't miss that, and I keep thinking about it, and I can remember every detail of that day, and how hard it was on me and John and the boys and my family, because my mom and dad, they were on video with me, and I had my siblings and my family and friends and all of you guys rooting me on. And so, like, that all helped so much. And the prayers, oh my God, the prayers helped so much. But the emotional side of things, like, people don't tell you a year later, is how much that day still hurts. And no matter how much you distract yourself, you can't ever escape it. That's going to be an emotion and a day that you'll live for the rest of your life. It's a traumatic day that can never, be put into a box and then put away. As much as I would love it to, it just can't. And we're a year later, and I'm still traumatized. I'm still scared. You know, at this moment, I'm, thankfully still cancer free. I don't have my next Signatera test till September 23rd, and I am terrified for that. And it might be just because it's September and that was my first, chemos, and that might be why I'm scared to get this one done, because what if it doesn't say negative like all the rest? I get tested every 3 months, and so far I've been clear, thank God, and I hope that I stay clear, but you never know what life, everything happens for a reason, and good or bad, but I am definitely feeling the feelies today, and I'm trying my best to not get emotional. It's been a while, and I don't want to get emotional after not seeing you guys for a while, and but I'm definitely wearing my feelies, even though it's for Halloween. I'm definitely wearing my feelies, and I'm still wearing beanies. There's a few days that I got to wear a headband, but I can't wear a headband or no hat unless I put this makeup on that's made for your hair, because I have severe chemo-induced alopecia right now until I figure out what's gonna be next from dermatology, because I don't get to see them till January because there was no openings. So until then, I am going through a year later because of chemo-induced alopecia. I'm going through menopause, and I am, how old am I? 37? I'm 36 or 37. I don't even know right now. Years old. Menopause has not been easy. I had chemo-induced menopause, and that was horrible. But having menopause now really sucks. But good news is I won't have it, when I'm 50, because once I have it now, I'm done. The aches, the pains, it's hard to hold things. My chest, obviously, I don't have anything, so it's different. I actually bumped it today really, really hard on the back of John's chair, and I didn't even, it didn't register in my mind until I felt, the pressure pain. And, so it hasn't been easy, and I really wouldn't wish this on anyone. It's mentally, emotional, challenging, but it's also physically challenging, and I still have the scars from my port. I mean, there's my hat's pulled down, but that's where my port was, and it still hurts underneath, which is weird. And then scars, I was pointing over here, but we're reversed, so it's throwing me off. So, still there. And it's just been rough. But John's gonna make his own video, and you guys will see that. But he has work, so he couldn't be with me to do this video. But he'll be doing his own video, and I don't know if he's gonna do it alone or have me with him. It's really up to him. It's his personal moment to have and to feel. Maybe I'll jump back on with another video when I'm, having a feeling or something like that. But I just want to just jump on in general and just say, hey, it's been a while. I hope everyone's doing okay, and hope everyone's happy and healthy, and thank you to everyone who stuck around and waited, even though none of you knew what was going on or what you were waiting for. But this is it. This is, we've been going through a lot at home. There's been a lot going on. Like I said, emotionally, mentally, physically, and life's been hard. It's been challenging, and going through cancer and chemo, it changes not just your life, but everyone's life. And it's not just until it's, you're done with your chemo rounds. It's not until you're told you're cancer free and in remission. It changes your family and your life forever. And it changes your day to day, and it changes, from one year to the next. And nothing's ever going to be the same. Like my husband, he worked many, many hours in the field, and now he's from home because we don't want to be apart because we're so scared. And, our kids, they'll go play with their friends, and then they immediately want to get back to us because they're scared, like if something else happens, like how can we keep mommy safe from getting sick? Or John, like how can I keep Jess safe from getting sick? Or me, like, yeah, we've started slowly, like we'll go, out to eat, and, we'll wear a mask into the restaurant, and then we'll take it off and we'll eat. And then, if there's a store, that doesn't seem too busy, well, we won't wear a mask and we'll go in. But, because of everything that chemo decided to do to me, I can't just go outside like everybody else. When I go outside, I have to wear a respirator because my allergies went from here to here, and I get sick very easily now from the allergens outside. And I, have been this summer on antibiotics almost every, 2 to 3 weeks. So it's sucked. But, I mean, it is what it is. Again, chemo changes you. It messes everything up. GI, mental state. My short-term memory is really crappy. I struggle to remember things. There's a name for it, but I can't remember it a second. But it's when there's a thought here, I can't get it out my mouth. Like it doesn't process properly. Or I'm trying to say a word, and for the life of me, I can't say that word. To where, the kids or John know to wait to see if I can try to get it out, and if I can't, they'll say it for me. So it's still a struggle, and you don't really realize how much damage chemo does to your body until it's too late. And the problem is you need that chemo to live, like for it to kill the cancer or shrink the cancer. So that way for somebody else, you can go to radiation down the line or whatever and then get surgery. For me, in my case, thank God, somebody was up there watching me, whether it was my nun or whoever, they protected me, and, my cancer didn't just shrink, it was gone, and I had nothing. And, so when I had surgery, I was, considered cancer-free, I think 3 days after I had my surgery, and I've been in remission since January 10th of 2025, and, I thank God every day for that, but I also fear every day that it's going to come back, whether it comes back in the form of that cancer's, DNA, wherever it's at in my body, or if it's going to come back somewhere else. Because it's triple negative, it's likely if it were to come back, it would come back somewhere else, especially now that I don't have anything. And there will be a video on that as well. I just haven't been ready yet. Again, I haven't been in the right mind space. I've been going through a lot, and I've been fighting to stay positive, and I've been fighting to stay present, and I'm fighting to not distract myself. Like, I shouldn't have to distract myself to live my life, but this is what it is, and you have to, fight every day after you go through something like this, yourself and your family, to not always be in fear. And it's only been 1 year, so we will, hopefully by a year and a half or 2 years, we will be okay to not have to be so in our feelings and so scared all the time. But luckily the kids have had a great summer, so that has made things a lot easier. But I have not. I have struggled really badly. John has been up and down, but he's also had his surgery on his wrist, so that made things hard for him for a while. So I actually finally got to help out and, take care of him and the kids and everything. I still have my limitations. I still can't do very much with my arms. But it's a struggle. It's a daily struggle. And it's a year since chemo, and I'm still struggling in every way possible. And I'm hurting in every way possible. And I wish I wasn't, and I wish this wasn't how life was, but it is. But I pray that it gets better one day. So that's my little update for right now. And it's been almost 16 minutes, so I'm gonna let you guys go. But if I have anything else to say, I'll come back on later. But hi guys, I'm kinda back, but I just wanted to give you guys an update. Love you all. Hope everyone has a great day or a great night, depending on where you are, and you all stay safe. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye.